This is an Alpine term channel. Thank you for watching. Alpine Term, Alpine Linux Terminal, is a virtual machine running the Alpine Linux, a security-oriented, lightweight Linux distribution based on must-lib. The application is built on top of QEMU and Terminal Emulator. This application is a general purpose as it runs a full-blown Linux distribution. Alpine Linux has more than 10,000 packages in its repositories, and you can compile your own. Application design is minimalistic. You will not find here any overweight functionality. Only the bare minimum of what is needed for interacting with the virtual machine. You can use Alpine Term application for educational purposes, development environment, experimental sandbox, run a local web server or toward hidden service, run x86 Linux programs on your ARM64 device, run software which requires root without rooting your Android device. Alpine Term is provided in two variants, Standard and Ultimate. Minimal recommended properties of your Android device, Android OS 7.0 or higher. 2 GHz CPU. 2 GB of RAM. 6 GB on disk. This application is primarily intended to boot Alpine Linux only, but other operating systems should work too as soon as they have drivers for VirtIO hardware. Image will be added as secondary drive on cold start. You can select the boot from it in BIOS menu. Arch Linux is a Linux distribution for computers with x86-64 processors. Arch Linux adheres to 5 principles: simplicity, modernity, pragmatism, user centrality, and versatility. In practice, this means the project attempts to have minimal distribution-specific changes, minimal breakage with updates, pragmatic over ideological design choices, and user-friendliness. A package manager written specifically for Arch Linux, pacmin, is used to install, remove and update software packages. Arch Linux uses a rolling release model, meaning there are no major releases of completely new versions of the system. A regular system update is all that is needed to obtain the latest Arch software. The installation images released every month by the Arch team are simply up-to-date snapshots of the main system components. Arch Linux has comprehensive documentation, which consists of a community wiki known as the Arch Wiki. If you like the video, then just share it, put like, do comments. And don't hesitate to subscribe.